Hi, I'm Mike, and I'm the developer of a piece of software called Audioscan. I want to show you in this video why I think Audioscan is better than using a traditional dictaphone. In what way is it better, and also in what way are they quite similar? The first is similarity between the two, and that is that they both have the ability to do voice-activated recordings. As you can see here, as I'm speaking, I'm triggering the sound bars to go above this line here, which is the threshold, and that is enabling a recording feature. Now, the other features they share are all traditional dictaphone features, and that is the ability to record. They've both got speakers to play back. They've both got built-in microphones, and with some customization, which I'll show you how to do in a later video, both of them have an ability to put a line in. Now, what features does Audioscan have that a simple dictaphone doesn't have? The first is time analysis, and I'll show you where that is in a second. Now, the time analysis is down here with the beep interval, and that basically means that when you're recording sound, and obviously the time's changing and you'll have gaps, it'll put beeps to signify the changing time. In the background you'll hear some examples of these beeps produced by an earlier recording I've made. So you hear now, it's the high-pitched beep, my voice saying 0.
1, 2.
And so from that, and when there is actually a noise, so for instance here, sorry for the horrible sound, that's the sound of coins bashing together through an ultrasound bat detector. You can work out when a bat call happens during a day. Now, the second feature, which I think is very useful, is a method of time recording, a method of only recording during a particular time range. Here you can see the setting, so time to start the recording, so for instance let's start the recording at 11 o'clock, and time to end recording, so 8 o'clock. So that means it will record between the hours of 11 in the morning until 8 the next morning. And that's quite a useful feature, especially if you're putting one of these inside in an area that's generally noisy throughout the day. It does mean that you'll not be recording any of the daytime noise, and only recording the noise you actually want to pick up, which for our case it's bats. Another feature which I think is quite useful is Audioscan is compatible across a range of Android devices. Now, I've got 7 of these smart minis which are produced by Vodafone, and they all run Audioscan, as does my own personal smartphone, which is an Xperia Z1. In theory, this should work across a whole range of Android devices, and will continue to work with new Android devices in the future. So rather than just learning one device when you set it up, and then replacing this device when it comes to replacing it with new technology, and having to relearn the new technology, Audioscan should work with all your future Android devices. Now, the next thing that Audioscan has over one of these dictaphones is the storage ability. This Android phone has a micro SD card behind its battery, and that means it's got 32 gigabytes of internal storage. Now, that compares to, I think, 2 gigabytes on one of these. So you've got a massively greater amount of storage. Now, the other features aren't yet capable in Audioscan, but I hope to include in it are anti-theft features, which uses all the great GPS and phone features in the device. So if the device is moved during a recording, then it should have the ability to call home and say, I've been stolen and where I currently am located. So it gives you a chance of being able to recover some of this very expensive equipment. The next feature I would also like to add is an audio analysis feature. So that would enable you to find out when the back calls were over a period of time without connecting it to the traditional analysis software such as bat sound. Now in conclusion, so the features it shares with a dictaphone is the ability to only record when noises are happening, so-called voice activation. The features that it has over the dictaphone is the ability to analyse back calls based on time. It also has the ability to only record within a specific time range, reducing the amount of wasted wasted space on the storage. The storage capabilities of these Android devices are much greater than a traditional dictaphone, taking you up to storage sizes above 64 gigabytes. You also have the variable threshold, enabling you to adjust based on what your setup is like. A cross-system interface that means you don't have to learn it every time you buy a new Android phone like you would with a new dictaphone. And also potential new extras which could enable some great features which just aren't possible with a standard dictaphone. Thank you for your time. I look forward to showing you another video in the future.